First, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Uh, Doing some work on this side over here. Oh, get on that. We don't need all that. Nope, didn't even ask for this. Don't even want it. Thank you. Anyway, the warning signs of black screen paints. All right, so one of the warning signs I see a lot on black screen paints is narrow viewing cone effect. That's one of them. Hot spotting, not being able to pick up on ultra short throw. Ultra short throw projectors is literally the most easiest projector to ever pick up on. Because again, you have no distance throw. Your projector is literally sitting right up on top of the screen. Even at 900 lumens, that's still overkill. You're like a foot away from the screen. Even if you're a little farther back from that, it's still right up on top of the screen. You are closer than any other projector. And if you can't seem to pick up on ultra short throw, that is an extremely bad thing for a dark screen because it means there's a number of things that could be going wrong with the screen. On top of that, if you're doing like a distance throw on a light gray screen, by the time your projector's lumen count makes contact with the screen, I mean, there's a number of things. You definitely are not going to have enough lumens to make contact with the screen to generate an image. But ultra short throw kills all that. It gives a person 3,000 lumens at a foot away from the screen. That's a lot of light making contact with the screen. And that's why I find it interesting when I see gray screens and ultra short throws. All these screens are sitting in the dark, but a black screen should have the ability to be able to pull up due to the fact that it's able to collect and absorb light and reflect light at the same time. And if a black screen is having an extremely hard time, and it's not even recommended for ultra short throws, those are major, major red flags right there from the door. One of the things we test our screens on are all sorts of projectors. We do ultra short throws, we do low lumens, we do high lumen projectors, we do them inside and outside. And again, majority now, most people are leaning toward ultra short throw projectors because it's supposed to be the replacement for the TV, which ain't going to happen if you're using a gray or white screen, because again, these are screens that can't even pick up in fully lit environments, so you'll be in the dark anyway, where somebody with a TV can pull up in a fully lit environment. So, one of the things I noticed in Danny's PSP mixes, this is a fellow, like I said, people are making black screen paints at the end of the day, and you're minding your own business. You're not sticking my name and stuff. Good luck. I hope everything works out for you. I wish you the best of luck. But if you're deliberately at the end of the day trying to, discredit my work at the end of the day, I'm going to come and give you some of my attention. And again, I've told you people before, that's something you don't want. I've seen people cry and whine, go into rage fits, just do all kinds of crazy stuff because they're upset because we're exposing them. Because again, don't go in and try to make me look bad because I'll definitely dig stuff up on you and I'll expose you. So one of the things he's claiming his black products to be the best of the best. Dude, you can't register on ultra short throw projectors. That is a major, major, and huge red flag. There could be a number of things. The screen could be hot spotting, because again, the projector is sitting too close to the screen. There could be a narrow viewing cone effect going off, which means the screen has a really hard time picking up on angles and it comes too dark. And man, you would have to really have a serious angle gain to not be able to pick up what angle would you be sitting at in order for that to trigger. Like, okay, most people are not going to be sitting on the side of their screens. They're just not. But then again, if you have this in a showroom where this screen is going to be in the centerpiece and people are going to be able to walk around the screen, that could definitely be an issue right there. But the fact that, it must be really bad angle gain. It has to be in order for it not to be the pickup. So, the screen has a 0.85 gain, which that's virtually impossible. You can't have two gains. I explained that before. But how is it possible that it has a gain that high, but yet it can't see on ultra short throws, a projector that literally we call the cheap projector because again, it sits on top of the screen. There's no distance throw, there's no challenge, you're not going to lose any lumens in the process. Even if the room is well lit, one thing you're going to have a problem with is the screen not being able to maintain the image in a fully lit environment. So this is what this fellow has on his site. I guess he's claiming for his black product to be as good as ours. No, you got problems here with this black paint automatically from the door. All your black products, either it be charcoal, whether it be Gray, what a dark gray, they don't register on ultra short throws that you have right here stated. They can't pick up on ultra short throws. Also, another problem you have is we don't require a insane code application on our products, where this does require an insane code application. I actually posted the instructions on Facebook, and people came in there with laugh emojis because, again, it's insane. Everybody would sit there, yeah, they agree with me 100%. No one wants to do that. But the main issue here is the fact that it can't see an ultra short throw. That's a problem. So just so I can show you, because I don't like to say things that's not true, over here, this is the black, as you can see, and at the bottom, there's no real information and specifications at all. There's a lot of stuff missing here. A ton of stuff is missing, which clearly shows he doesn't know what he's talking about. But right here, it clearly says that for design, it says not recommended for ultra short throw projectors, and this right here is the black. All right, again, a lot of people use ultra short throw projectors. This means this paint's not compatible with it. Let's go over to, let's see, because if I go pick up the P2, any of these projectors, I can't use this stuff. What would I use it for? On top of that, again, the paint process. All these paints right here have a ridiculous paint process attached to them. And again, it's not, I don't even want to do it. Literally, honestly, I don't want to paint the screen in. I'm literally going to get somebody else to do it. I really don't want to go through the nightmare of these instructions. Don't want to do it, honestly. I'm not saying that to be because rude, and I just don't want to do it. It's too much. This is black. The other one was dark gray. Okay, the other one was dark gray. This is actually black. At the bottom, you clearly see where it says for design, not recommended for ultra short throw projectors. So again, a lot of people have ultra short throws. A lot of businesses have ultra short throws. If you're doing a display piece, it's better for a business to have an ultra short throw there, because then when you have a projector mounted to the ceiling, you still run the risk of someone doing shadow puppets or playing with it. It's just a headache. But that use an ultra short throw to have it right there, that's, it's convenient. You know what I mean? The wires or cables running away, so it's just all right there in the booth. So a lot of companies now are using ultra short throw projectors, so it's very important. And people do like the ultra short throw setup. I love them. The fact that, I have a projector sitting behind me right now, and when I get up, my shadow casts boom right onto the screen. So I'm planning to upgrade and get me like I like my 36, you know what I mean? My 36 lamp went out, but I might get me a 4K ultra short throw projector set up for my screens. So again, with that being said, that convenience of being able to walk around and my shadow not casting on the screen is fantastic. But you can't use it with this. Now, this only works with the lighter paints, which the lighter paints are not good with ultra short throws, because again, we've seen this many times before, people with high-end ultra short throw projectors can't use the projector as it's designed to be used. It's set like a TV. Can't be in fully lit environments. It's going to wash out. So you're stuck in the dark. All right, so we have right here, same thing. Says it for design. He has it for design right here. It's not recommended. Right there for ultra short throw projectors. All right, this is the black. Make sure we got this right. No, this is charcoal black. Sorry about that. This is charcoal black. So charcoal black doesn't work either. So that means it'd be interesting if, like, okay, your black didn't pick up on ultra short throw, right? But let's say the charcoal did, because the charcoal isn't exactly black, or maybe the dark gray isn't exactly black, and that picked up. Then that means you're having a problem registering with a screen that dark. But literally all your dark products don't pick up on ultra short throws, and that's bad. Like I said, the red flags, if you work around screen paints all the time, the red flags that will pop up with ultra short throws, narrow viewing cone effect, which means that the narrow viewing cone would have to be extremely bad, or it just doesn't show up at all. It just becomes straight black. It doesn't register at all. You just have this black image coming up, this really dark image coming up. That could be an issue. It could be hot spotting, because remember, this is a projector at 3,000 lumens that's sitting right up on top of a screen. Again, it's a lot of light introducing into the screen. You could have hot spotting popping off. There's a number of things that could go wrong with that product because of the ultra short throw. Ultra short throws should automatically be able to run on a screen very easy. It's the most easiest projector to do. There's no distance throw. So if you got a projector of, let's see, 3,000 lumens, okay? And you're back maybe about 18 feet, and you got lights and windows all in your environments, right? That projector has to go past all those windows and that light to make contact with the screen. An ultra short throw is already at the screen. It doesn't have to deal with the windows. It barely has to deal with the lights. It's sitting a foot away from the screen. So that 3,000 lumens, bam, right to the screen, where if a long throw has to travel all this distance and the lumen count has to start dropping before it makes contact with the screen. That's why the ultra short throw should not be having any issues. It's an easy projector setup. So when I see people talking about, oh, the contrast levels are this and that, the lights are 21 feet up in the air, and you're on ultra short throw. You should not be having that issue. It's a very easy setup. So the fact that this screen can't register with a projector that close is a bad sign, extremely bad sign. So that right there is the charcoal black. It's not for ultra short throw. Let's go over to the next one. I know these are not available. We've been checking every day to go buy. They're not available. The next one we did dark gray, which again, I don't know how dark gray is not ultra short throw. We can get bullseye primer dark gray. That will pull up on ultra short throw. It might not be the best image, but it will still pull. Right here, you can see I don't come in here like I'm lying or anybody, but it's right here. It has it written in the site. It's not recommended for ultra short throw. That's dark gray. It's almost in the same range. Dark gray screens are somewhere a little bit darker in the range of almost gunmetal territory. And you can't get that to pull. So what is in the paint that's causing it? Let me tell you something. I don't know if it's in this. I'm not sure. I can't say 100%. But we did make the free mix that Danny put out in 2019. It had body gel in it. Remember, we had that whole conversation back and forth. We claimed he never said anything about oils and body gels. And I literally pulled up his YouTube channel. It had his little logo. So, well, not doesn't belong to him, but that logo on the side of it. And it clearly showed the ingredients right there. One of the ingredients said body gel, which is actually an oil substance. And that's what was causing the screen to hot spot like crazy, because you have an oil in there. So we go back over here to the applications again. Let's go over here and I'm sorry, not applications. Let's go over to the PSPs. I don't know why you named the product PSP. Literally, that's so confusing. I keep pulling up game systems on that. Everyone's been pulling up game systems on this. Let me see. Let's see. He pulled the date up. The date, this is interesting. I told you, people. What did I tell you? I told you that this person's afraid to launch this site. Did I tell you this? Did I not call this yesterday? Do you see what you're looking at right here? He can't launch this product in April. He's terrified of us getting the product. I told him what I was going to do when I get this product over here. There's no testing underneath of it. This is why you do not buy screen paints without the testing. Because you're going to run and get ripped off at the end of the day. You want to make sure the product is tested. I've said this so many times on camera, and people will come here and ridicule me on this. So let me get this straight. The people ridicule me on this stuff. You buy products that are non-tested? Oh man, I would never get into a vehicle with you at the end of the day. Who knows what might go wrong in that vehicle if you're buying parts to your car that are untested. I told you he cannot launch this product. Look at the date that he pushed it back to. July the 23rd. July the 23rd. I told you. There's no way in the world he could have ever tested this product. There are no test demonstrations. We look for them. There's nothing coming up on the products. Nothing at all, period. Not even his older products, we can't find anything. There's no way in the world he was going to launch this. And we're waiting to buy it, to test it out, to put it against gray paints, because this stuff will match gray paint at the end of the day. And you're going to talk all this trash about my product at the end of the day not being this, that, and the other. And look at the back down on this. It's the same thing we wanted to buy Jamie's products, to bring them over here for testing. I got a stack of canceled orders in my closet right now of them constantly getting scared and backing down and giving us back money after talking trash. And this is my competition? Told you. I seriously told you. But you know what he's going to do? This is stall time. This is what we call stall time. What he's going to do is he's going to go back. He's going to basically change everything around, as I told you he was going to do. He's going to make it a one coat, or whatever he's going to do. Remember, I wonder if he changed it, because I thought if you changed this, I'm smarter than you. I wonder if he left it the same way. I'm curious about that. But anyway, I told you this was going to happen. See, everybody wants to ridicule me at the end of the day like I'm the bad guy. And I'm the one here helping you guys at the end of the day, telling you about people like this. They're going to rip you off. This is why we're coming offline, and at the end of 2024, I'm done with being online. I basically preached my heart out, telling you at the end of the day what these people were up to, what they were doing. Why do you think they try to come down on my company so bad and try to make me look so bad? Because I'm the one person that won't basically be a part of the system. I'm not going to come on here and lie to you about this and use ambient light controlled environments and high powered projectors and make you trick you to make you think your image is going to come out that way. I'm not going to basically work with the big boy companies and sell screens for thousands and thousands of dollars to make money like they're making money, which I would like to, but I don't want to do it on that level. I'm not going to come out here and take these fake knockoff projectors and be a yes man at the end of the day so you could buy something and then we know it's garbage. We do the opposite of everybody else, and we get hit with the most nonsense, but we have the most demonstrations backing everything up. And I told y'all from the door. Those of you who came into my channel supporting this nonsense, he just threw you under a bus. This is what getting thrown under a bus for y'all feels like. Jamie does it all the time to his customers. They come in there, they preach about the network grade 773 demonstration. They all backed it 100%. He deleted the video and threw you clean under a bus, and now he denies that video's ever existence. He will not claim that being this video. Does that to you all the time. And y'all keep taking the abuse. I told you, it's like watching a woman being battered by her husband, you know what I mean? He beats her every day and she just goes back. She just makes excuses. And that's what you guys are at the end of the day, huh? When I call y'all sheep, there's a reason why I call y'all sheep. These guys can do anything to y'all and y'all will accept it. Now this guy pushed his date back. I told you this was going to happen. He had no choice. Let's go over here and check out the black. July from April. That's a lot. That's a couple months. Yeah, because he's got to go back and he's got to fix this mess. Put a whole lot of nonsense in here. That's not true. You can't have two gains on the screen. That's virtually impossible. Sitting there telling people if you slightly paint it a different way, you can't back that up. That's virtually impossible. But let's go back here and look at this ultra short throw thing. Here we go again. Not recommended for ultra short throw. There's problems with this product. Now, mind you, just keep in mind, if I didn't decide to grill this guy on this nonsense and he had launched this product anyway, just think about how many people at the end of the day would have fell into this trap, bought this product, and found out something crazy about it. And people get mad on me because I press in on these people at the end of the day because I see things that are not right. Just like that JM Gold projector. The first minute when I saw the Kickstarter, I was like, oh man, this is bad. This is really bad. Because I knew I was going to get hit with that nonsense. I was going to have those customers get that projector, go home, hit it on a gray wall, white wall. It's not going to pull up in a fully lit environment like it did in the demonstration. It's not going to give them the 4K quality because they're going to find out the hard way when they go to a forum site and someone's going to be brutal with them and tell them exactly what it is. They're going to break that thing down in front of them like, yeah, you just paid for this. And then they contact us because they see me in demonstrations in these fully lit environments and they think we can fix the problem, but we can't fix the problem for you because it won't work on our stuff. So now you're stuck with this machine unless you can get your money back. All right, it doesn't work on all, period, right there. I want to go back and check this real quick. Nope, you didn't change it. Now, this is just a test I do. This is to test a person at the end of the day, and I hate to put it this way, whether or not we can control them. So basically, if I make a simple statement by saying, if you change something on this site, this makes me smarter than you. The reason why I say that is kind of a business strategy to see exactly whether or not you're going to reply to basically having that ego mode of thinking, okay, I'm not going to let this guy win. I would rather let him think I'm nobody. At the end of the day, 100 people visit this site. All of them will think you're stupid. I'm just one person at the end of the day. Again, who cares what I just said to you? You should have changed it anyway. If anyone was sat there and said that to me, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I'd have changed it. I'd rather have that one person think I'm an idiot than every person that jumps on my website thinking I'm an idiot. I take that better than that way. But that shows you come full glass 24/7. You have ego issues at the end of the day. I could basically read all that from just that little tiny thing I just asked you at the end of the day. You didn't change anything. You left that the way it is. It is what it is. Anybody else would have changed it. All right, well, that's basically about all I need to see right there. That he just left it the same way, so that's good to know from there. Rather than that, he pushed the date up to the 23rd. Told you, I literally told you this was going to happen. This isn't nothing new because on his first screen paint products he had out, he had products that were coming soon. They were seasonal. I've never heard of a seasonal house paint or screen paint ever. What makes it seasonal? At all. Now programs and stuff, maybe programs for Halloween or Christmas, special effects, yeah, that, but no, not paint at the end of the day. There was a lot of weird stuff on his site. But yeah, I told you that was going to happen. He was definitely going to push it back. On top of that, again, my people are waiting to buy. All right, message to you, Danny. Doesn't make a difference. You can push it back to the end of the year. You can push it to years. My people will still be waiting to buy that product. Now we want it even more. Now you made the wolves a little bit more hungrier. Now they want even more because when I come back, and they probably know already. You're gonna probably email like, "Yo, dude, you pushed the date back. Yeah, we want it." Now they're gonna make sure making bets. When those bets pop up, like who can get it first, and go bounty money they're gonna put in there on your stuff. Yeah, it's gonna make it even worse. You put a date down for the 23rd, talked all this trash about your product launching, and now you got it in little tiny writing down here that the product line will be offered again on the 23rd. How you got it offered again? That doesn't make any sense. You didn't offer it to begin with. You can't put down offer again. Like we had it now and we're not selling it anymore and it'll be offered again. You never sold it to begin with. You can't put again in there. Oh, gee whiz, man. This is just outright lying. Now, for us who come on here and I show you this frequently, you know it was never sold because we kept finding it wasn't available. But for other people that may never have seen this video, they're gonna say, "Oh, okay, offered again." So somebody was buying it, and now they're not selling anymore. So the next time it'll be available is on the 23rd. No, that's how we try to make it sound. But we know the real truth at the end of the day. He never opened this up at all. On top of that, telling people that your products are made from scratch, that's another lie. It's not made from scratch. That's virtually impossible. I told you the table contents that it takes to actually make paint. You couldn't have any of this stuff in your house to begin with. You have to have a special place to do this at. Right here, telling people that our premium paints right here are made from scratch, not from over the counter. Nope, nope, nope. Can't put that in there. You have no proof of that. That's a lie. Anyone sees anything made by scratch is going to think it was made automatically from start to beginning. That's how you did it. All right. So right there, I'm good on that. 23rd. I'll see you on the 23rd of July to go pick up the product. Or they'll see you on the 23rd. I told you he was going to back down. There's no way in the world he's going to launch that product. No way in the world he's going to launch it. I mean, you got all the pictures and you're showing videos on the product, so clearly it should be ready by now. The reason why you don't have it ready is because you're stalling, because you know at the end of the day that we're going to buy that product. All right, what is going on in here? Why do we have a pause on the screen? And why we have the wrong remote controls in here? That's another thing too. Where my remote controls to the unit? Bad habit of mine. There's some remote controls for the units. There we go. Let me tell you something. You guys, that's what Ultra Short Throw set up, by the way. Danny, that's how it's done with Ultra Short Throw, my $300 720p projector. I always do these demonstrations on Ultra Short Throws, but again, I have to prove that my products work. Can't just say it, I have to prove it. So your stuff doesn't work on Ultra Short Throws, ours does. Which means people definitely will buy my product before they buy yours. On top of that, my stuff is tested, yours is not at the end of the day. The fact that it doesn't pick up on our short throw, that's a major set of red flags. See how close that thing is sitting to the screen? It should never have a problem. But anyway, you know, you guys constantly throw each other under buses. Jamie gets up there ranting and carrying about Parte. We wait till Parte's products launch. You're going to have to deal with this. You're going to deal with that. No more custom you. He can't launch the product because the product technically doesn't work. I told you he couldn't launch it. There's a whole lot of stuff that he can't back up on that page about this product. And not only me, I'm not the only one who's going to be testing stuff, but there's a few other people that have plans to test for that product too also. It's not just me. One guy actually has a game gun in his possession to be able to test whether that screen can pull 2 games, because he saw that on the forum site. He was like, oh, what the freak? That's not even freaking possible. Yeah, they're looking to test out his product to make sure everything he has in that specification is actually true, because it's too far-fetched. So I'm not the only one gunning to test that product. There's a few other people gunning to test the product out too. So, internet has been a bit buggy today. Well, not in there. In here has been a bit buggy, which I don't know why. Let's see if we can get it over. That's Clydesdale. Literally, I have no idea how that's even possible. I mean, unplug it and put it back in. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to do a review with the Fire Sticks. I hate these things. Amazon always asks us to do a review on Fire Sticks, and man, Amazon, you really don't want that. I've had these things for almost about 2 years. I've had tons of them, and these things are freaking nightmares. If you do have the ability to be able to get something else, buy an Apple. Because I've had tons of these things, and they all have problems attached to them. Gee whiz. They worked the first couple of days, but then after that, they were right downhill.
Powerful allergy relief without making them sleepy, so kids can be kids.
You saw that, right? It's running perfectly fine. Now it's running fine with no problem.
Every now and then, something or someone comes along with the power to shape the whole world.
So I don't know how in the world you're having a problem with the Ultra Short. Like I said, easiest projector to use. This is why when I see people doing demonstrations clear on Ultra Short, they're cheating themselves. Because you were to drop it back at 21 feet right behind us, even at 1,000 lumens, a gray screen would wash out completely. But it would show a much better image if the projector was sitting right up on top of it. But it does prove my theory. You guys have a habit of throwing each other under the bus. People came in and gave praise about Crow's network grade video and the other products, and he got rid of the videos. Your testimonies got thrown under a bus. Crow giving praise to Partey about his amazing product coming out, and I should be afraid. No, I've been doing this for over 12 years. I know when a product doesn't look right, and I told you right there on camera, there's a lot of stuff on here, specifications that's missing. The screen can have 2 gains, that's virtually impossible. Doesn't pick up on the Ultra Short, the projector with the darker paints. That's a major red flag right there. There's a whole lot of problems. And then the fear of him knowing that we were going to bring that product down here and basically paint it up against everyday household paints, it wouldn't have passed any of those tests at all, not one of them. And then even worse, I would have been able to paint the screen in no time at all with the household paints, where his product would have been a complete nightmare to put in. So I guarantee he's going to come back. Oh, I can't guarantee it. I would say, and it would be in your best interest the next time when you come back on the 23rd, she was, he's jumping these dates, on the 23rd, this time, make the product easy for the customer to paint in. Not like you're putting in an infinity continue code for Contra on the NES, because no, I don't even want to do it myself. I sent that over to the painter. He sent back a whole bunch of question marks like, what the frick? What are you painting? I said, projection screen. Bunch of laugh emojis came up. He doesn't even want to paint it in. It's confusing. Now you're talking about when you put instructions down like that, you have to understand, you're talking about a person who may have never painted a screen ever in their entire life. This is their first time painting a screen. And this is the kind of instructions you're going to give to them. It's going to follow that madness. One of the tests we do on our products is when we have the certified screens, we stick them right next to our screen to see if our screen is going to be able to pull up. This screen can hook up at any angle, even at ultra short throw outside, which we've done it multiple times on the same projector we have sitting right now that we paid only $300 for. That's what I said. Even on Crow's product, how in the world are you on a $3,300 machine and you're matching house paint? And not even worse, you can't even pull up a star field in a fully lit environment. I can do that on a projector that costs 60 bucks at 150 inches, far larger than your screen size. Your products are fake. All your products are fake. Sat there and told you this was going to happen. He was going to pull that product. Oh, yes, he was. Told you it was going to happen. But for those of you who listen to me, now you know the next time when he opens up on the 23rd, stay the freak away from it. Because again, you're going to spend money for something at the end of the day that you could probably do for far cheaper. If there's no test demonstrations on other products, if they can't back it up, don't buy from it. Ask questions. Ask questions with us. Ask questions with everybody. Make sure you're getting exactly what you paid for and not something that he or she could go down to a Home Depot or Lowe's and you can go do it yourself. It's the reason why we don't, not only do we have the most demonstrations on black versus our products, but we have allowed other people to make our products and they have failed doing it. Do you see him making any more products? You see a part 3, a part 4, a part 5? No. All you saw was 1 and 2, and he failed miserably. We made the product better for him, and it still didn't match. And then he comes up with this Noor nonsense, which we're doing today. And the Noor, again, is basically a very light black paint. You should have went with Black Magic, you should have went with Domino, or you could have went with at a Lowe's collection, or you went to Home Depot and get Dynasty. Both of those are much darker than Noor. I'm going to do a challenge today, make it worth my while. So I'm going to make it, but I'm going to make a special mix, which is going to be much better than the one that you showed. I'm going to have all the ingredients, but I'm going to have that high fluorescent glitter attached to mine, and I will be using a much more darker paint, not that Noor trash at the end of the day. We've had Noor before. We went to Lowe's and ordered 4 containers of paint. I asked the darkest ones they had. Noor was under something else, which wasn't really dark, it wasn't really black, it was kind of a charcoal black. Not charcoal black, like a chocolate black, that's what it was. But it technically wasn't black. There's only 4 we could get. All right, well, I just want to sit here and enjoy the fish. I did tell you guys that this was going to happen. Now, I love it when people come up there and say, oh, you're a hater, and you're this, that, and the other, so and so. So, hey, look, man, you guys want to get burned all day? Knock yourself out. Get burned all day, you know? Try to help y'all out. And the ones who listen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For people who listen, but you haters at the end of the day, you want to come on my channel and carry on and act up and be a fool all day. You came on there literally yesterday and carried on like little kids. Carried on about this man's paint. Acted up. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. I'm a hater. I'm this, that, and the other. He threw you clean under a bus. How's it feel? That product's not coming out on the 23rd. It's not coming up anywhere, not on the 23rd, it's not coming anywhere in April the 23rd. I told you this was going to happen. He's got to mark down a little writing at the bottom, July the 23rd, again, as if this already was available. It was never available. Just constantly lies in your face. Crow sits up there and demonstrations, matching household products, showing off receipts. And you guys sit there and defend these guys at the end of the day. This is why I said the industry is crap. I don't want to attach myself to it anymore. I'm still going to sell products, yes, at the end of the day, but I do not want to. I'm trying to figure out some way we can separate ourselves from being called something completely different than being in the projection world. I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want to be attached to it. Look at the mess it's in. You got these candy cracker jack projectors launching all over the place, phony fake machines, fake specifications, and make it even worse, they got these expensive screens attached to them that are garbage at the end of the day. Do the same thing with the white projection screen, or probably just gray paint. Someone just showed in the video with the valve nonsense. And then you turn around and you got, you got these fake screen paint makers out here making these bogus products at the end of the day that don't even work at the end. There's no testing behind it at the end of the day, and they can't even back the product up when basically given the challenge to buy from. They got to give me cancel receipts. Products are matching house paint and stealing Google images and all kinds of crazy stuff. This guy literally went on there and stole images off of Google to make his product look like something that it wasn't. Made a product that was half water, literally half water. How much of that was you, at the end of the day, were you buying that was actually paint? It was mostly water. And then had a nerve to get on camera and lie right in your face and say, oh, it's a delivery system. It keeps the paint from basically from drying out. Come on, really? Seriously? And yeah, we come on here and we show you tons of demonstrations on just about everything you could think of. I just got finished doing an order in Ireland. The guy asked me about how to paint the screen. Here you go, it's a demonstration. What about using the mouse side? Here you go, here's a demonstration. All that we have in our arsenal to be able to show off anything that we want. We had screens we've frozen in blocks of ice, smashing up on camera, pulling the screen apart to show it doesn't rip or tear. Multiple demonstrations on so many different versions of motorized projection screens. I have demonstrations on tension screens. Cheap eBay screens. Even took a cheap eBay screen, painted it, and used it to beat a $3,000 Dark Star 9. With demonstrations on certified and white levels, and you name it, we've done just about everything. And yet, at the end of the day, we are the ones that are basically supposed to be the fakes and the scammers. Who taking who to court? We're taking these people to court. They're not taking me to court. I'm giving them the opportunity. They never did it because there's no evidence. Giving you all the information that you need. So, don't blame me at the end of the day if you have to deal with these guys all day long and you can't find us online anymore. Oh, I forgot about that. We can't do that. I forgot about that. Literally, I want to do that so badly. I have no idea how badly I want to do that because our money is made to be made offline. It literally is. And people come over and they put cash in hand when I'm over here because they want the product. We don't have to deal with the nonsense when we're online. But apparently we need online business along with basically our storefront businesses. Man, that I've been here longer than both of them. Had more demonstrations. I'm coming on here. If I want to be a bragger at the end of the day, I just sell my technology to the highest bidder. Then at the end of the day, I let the people with the deep pockets just buy it, and I can just come on here and show you all the fancy cars and big houses. Like I can just rub it in y'all face and call y'all peasants all day. I want to be that kind of person at the end of the day, but I'm not. My product is actually one of the most affordable technologies on the market at $174. And they were so scared about that, they started ranting about that too. You notice that any screen paints that we can make a joke paint. Literally, I'm thinking about doing that. I can make a joke paint and them suckers will come in and rant about it. Every little thing they'll rant about it. Jealousy, definitely jealousy. Well, here you go, people. And I'm going to basically, yes, do a video on this. Push the date back to the 23rd. Told you it was going to happen. I called it. And they had a nerve to put it again, as if he has been selling it and it's sold out. And now it's going to be available again on the 23rd. These are the people you're dealing with. Now, for the other half, at the end of the day, our customers appreciate at the end of the day. I do, at the end of the day, enjoy basically providing you guys with the best technology that we can offer at the end of the day. And I'm happy that you guys support us. For those of you at the end of the day who constantly ridicule me what I do, well, guess what? You guys got kicked in the teeth again. All you guys who came into the room, whether you be males or females, and talked all this trash about Partay's products being amazing, which again, I still haven't found any customer demonstrations, but let's move on. There you go. That's why I said, just go down to freaking like a poster store and go down and get a picture of under a bus or a truck or something, and just put that on your ceiling. Get used to that because they're constantly going to throw you under vehicles all the time. And this is one of the other guys they support right here, 100%. Came in the room supporting this guy 100%, but yet when asked what screen paint they had, they refused to talk about it. Guy sat there and showed you, made a free black and white mix. Literally, right there. It's all over YouTube on how to make it. Those people who own this screen, they don't want to talk about it because it's an embarrassment. Network grade 773. In this demonstration, we matched 3 of the screen paints. And this one, he only did 1. I wonder why. Sat there and warned you about that one. This is the mixture over top. The ingredients. Use his own ingredients to use every day. Sherwin-Williams. It doesn't make a difference what paint you use. Black and white paint. Ended up making 3 of his screen paints, including the UV mix with no problem. Warned you about that. This is off his actual video right here of his product. Screenshots matching house paint perfectly. But yet this man got on camera and lied for so many hours and told you that there was a slight hue, there was discoloration, he was pulling a higher black level, and then turned around and deleted the video. Yeah, over here, couldn't even ship out an order correctly. Literally asked to buy a product from him. So scared he sends this black paint.
This is why, at the end of the day,
You can't back their products up.
you should not trust with your credit cards.
This doesn't, at the end of the day, I guess Jamie felt in the day this was basically hurting us. No, buddy. You were given the opportunity to ship out a product and you couldn't ship it out because you were afraid. Because if we have gotten the product down here, it wouldn't have worked. It would have matched. But thank goodness a customer saw this, one of his, and didn't like it. He didn't like what Jamie did. And he sent us his Cinemax in a box, which we unboxed, brought it out here, and Jamie got on camera and ranted and cried and said, no, that's not my product. He made the labels, it would never match Network Grade 773, just to turn around and match Network Grade 773, and both videos go missing. Gee whiz, this is a history of this stuff for you guys. Constantly warning you guys, telling you this is where he lost the case. When he filed a case, he lost. Came back in, ordered this from a customer. Customer got this for us. This has nothing to do with Jamie. Jamie couldn't tamper with it, couldn't mess with it. He didn't know it was going to. We got this from a customer. We were able to go in and make this product from a black and white video demonstration right there. There's the product right there. Made it. You can watch it for yourself. Matched perfectly. One try. That's all it took. Not part two. One try. He lost that case also too again. Came back in, ripped off a whole bunch of people off the personal mix. Everybody bought the personal mix, you got ripped off. This video also too went missing. Nowhere to be found. Even walked out of a Home Depot carrying in his hand. This is why you'll have the nickname Sheep. Over here, this is a demonstration he did, the benefit of a black screen, a white screen versus a white screen. His product versus a white screen. Guess what? It matched. Multiple times in the demonstration, it matched. There you go. It's the title of the video. Try to track it down. The benefit of a gray projection screen. Can't find it because it doesn't exist because he removed it off his channel. This is why they are considered to be the laughing stock in this field. And people have the products, you're considered to be either labeled sheep or basically victims or basically idiots. Can't get mad at me at the end of the day. It's right there. What do you get upset about? It's right there. This joker at the end of the day. Again, it's constant people getting caught doing dumb stuff. Fake receipts, fake unboxing, never had the paint, never had the receipts, nothing. Even to this picture next to the receipts. This is what you guys follow at the end of the day, you naysayers. Look at the Frankenstein. Frankenstein, nowhere to be found. All the videos went missing, they're gone. The product doesn't even stand on the website. It's hidden in a little area for the overseas customers only. Also missing. I have to be on my... Oh, that's the guy I got in an argument. That's a long story short. Something happened outside my building. All right, let's see. Let's go back over here. There, we're here. There we go, right here. Frankenstein. This is beautiful right here. And Jamie was so desperate and so scared he didn't want the product coming here. We recorded the shopping cart. He wanted to change the color of the product when he launched it over so he can come and say the color was always that way, not knowing that we recorded our shopping cart. In the video, I clearly said I'm recording the shopping cart just in case if this guy decides to change the color on us at the last minute. This is what we sent to PayPal. And he lost the claim again. So no, that's fraud. You do know that's fraud, right? Yeah, that's fraud. Over here, this is where he claims that Frankenstein is ambient light projection, but on every container he says it's never said it's not. But in the video at 143, he said it is. This video is also missing. Can't find it. Video is also missing too. This is the video we caught him removing videos in a video that went missing. Missing video, Missing video, missing video. Demonstration shown on the 39, which my attorneys have requested for receipts. No receipts. So we'll wait till we go to court. We'll figure it out when we go to court. Fake channels that he made over here. This is where he's afraid to have his address posted due to the fact that these people in this environment right here want his head on a stick, because he went in here, made a fake account claiming to be me, tried to talk to people who knew me at the end of the day, and they went off on him. And he got mad and went into these freaking racial rants and started carrying on, and these people want his head on a stick. The individuals that were in the room when he triggered, when he went off. Canceled receipts. Tons and tons of canceled receipts from Jamie. Receipts canceled. Receipts canceled. You can see from here. PayPal claims lost. This is what you guys buy paint from? I feel sorry for you. I really do. Not my customers. You naysayers that support this mess. I feel real sorry for you. I do. This is what you buy. This is what you back up at the end of the day. And it's even embarrassing because I just got finished saying that you guys are known. These guys would throw you under a bus in a hot second. Told you. They throw each other under buses in hot seconds. You guys came in here displaying yourself as sheep. You have now backed up 100% that anything I say out of my mouth when I call you a sheep, you are definitely identified as sheep. I told you they're going to throw you in a bus. Oh no, this product's going to come out. It's going to be amazing. This, that, and the other. What's it say up there now? 23rd of July. And they had a nerve to put again up there as if it was already selling already, but he decided to pull back and bring it out in July. Oh man, it's a shame. You all these right here, I'm gonna bring it into Zoom real quick. See all those receipts? See all that? These are all canceled orders from Jamie, every single one of them. And what makes this worse of everything else, what makes it the worst is the email he sent. That's what makes it the worst. This is when we go on the forum says what they laugh about the most, because it'd be different if I went on here and I just bombarded his site and I just started ordering stuff and he told me, no, I don't want to sell to you. That's a different story. But we got a permission slip from him to buy whatever we wanted. So if you're going to tell me at the end of the day to buy whatever I want, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy whatever I want. Can't tell people to buy whatever they want and then go into a full freaking blow up because they're buying whatever they want. He even gave us the link where we can buy it from. I know you've seen this before, but I like to back things up. I don't like to say things out of my mouth without backing them up. Order all you want and be done. So if you're going to tell me and send me an email right there and tell me that I can buy whatever I want, then I'm going to buy whatever I want. Send me a link to go buy what I need. There you go. Now that was sent. For those who understand why we send something like that, well, Jamie went into a paranoia stage. Remember I showed you the Metallica 2.0? That came from a customer who got it for us. We're going to go back and get the Cinemax and bring it down here for testing. But Jamie found the order and canceled it. Well, why would you cancel the order? You're afraid for it to come down here for testing because we knew it was a fake. So instead of him going through the nightmare of trying to figure out what orders are coming from us or what's coming from him, he decided to send me this email because he figured that I would read this and I wouldn't send over my address. But you were wrong. I did send my address over multiple times. This is why I made the statement. You knew exactly where I live and you never came down to visit because you know your place. I know you're not stupid at the end of the day. You know what I've done to you, so you know better than that. So anyway, he has my address where I was living at. No problem. I sent it in multiple times when I went to go place the orders for the items. So that's why he put this in. I'm pretty sure your heart must have basically exploded in your chest the minute you seen my address pop up and place an order multiple times. And this is why you will see in the messages where he starts crying. He goes into Karen mode. He starts talking about harassment. You can't buy the product, this, that, and the other. Well, dude, you told me to buy whatever I wanted. And that's what I did. I bought whatever I wanted. With confidence. This is not confidence. These are there. You guys can't back your products up. Right there, I can go to any forum site with your receipts and say, don't buy from this guy. He can't back it. We ordered from him and he canceled every order. And I didn't cancel every order, but he curses out in every single one. This one here, I don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Didn't you just tell me I could buy whatever I wanted? Do you understand what that term means? Order with confidence. Crow says you are banned. How can I be banned from something that you told me that I could buy from? Okay, interesting. One another account right there. That's another PayPal we won against him for like 80 bucks. Right here, he's screaming harassment. Again, how is it harassment? You just told me to buy whatever I wanted. I just follow what you said on the email. See, there you go. There is the crybaby. Out in the open, exposed. Let's see. These are deleted videos, which we have more to add to this now. Man, those of you, I don't know which is worse, people. Y'all for the day. I feel sorry for y'all. I do. For the victims, I do. For y'all sheep, I don't. Y'all deserve this. You deserve to get your money taken from you on every level you do. Both of these guys, they're working together. As you know, they all know each other. And they're basically working together to rip you guys off. And the videos are right there. So, Danny, the 23rd, eh? How do I know when the 23rd hits? I'm pretty sure you're going to jump it back even farther. It doesn't make a difference if you have it at the 23rd. It doesn't make a difference if you have it in September. We're still going to get your product. And just so you know, you better do those tests against house paint because you don't have a choice. There's no way out of it. You don't do the test, we'll do it for you. That's the thing. The sad thing about it is, people, they've never done any kind of testing, real testing on any of their products. And if you haven't done that, you're not prepared about what's about to happen to your product. And I mean for them to do the test, because they know they can't pass the test. That's why I push back the date. We got that product over here. That's stuff that matched every form of house paint we threw underneath of it. It wouldn't have passed any of the black versus black. So much for your black paint being the top paint. Yeah, that stuff is garbage. That stuff is garbage. That's not my phone going on. Yeah, that stuff is garbage. You gotta be kidding me. At the end of the day, and I love that word, at the end of the day, you people talk all this trash about how y'all can make my product or compete with my product at the end of the day, and you back down. That's what you do. You're afraid. You back down to the 23rd. That doesn't bother me. We'll have your product either way. It makes no difference. My dogs will be there waiting to get it. You might as well push it all the way back to 2024. You don't want to do that. New alpha technology, legendary 77, your stuff will get crushed. That's what it's designed to turn people's screens into white sheets of paper. You already seen what the 48s can do they can do to gunmetal screens. They can turn nearly into almost a white sheet. And imagine we have a technology under 77 elements. Man, you guys are definitely done. Oh well, good luck. Because I'm gonna tell you something. This is what you have to deal with. Not my customers, but customers know good product when they see it. You naysayers, we don't want your business, so you can understand this. Don't order from me, ever. This is what you're stuck with. This trash paint at the end of the day that can't back itself up at the end of the day. Or the other fellow who can't even launch his website correctly, not if alone keep it open for 4 days because his products don't even work at the end of the day. And if you basically are complaining about our prices at the end of the day, wait till you hit gunmetal territory. Or that technology over there can cost you $3,000, $5,000 for just a 100-inch screen. And keep in mind, that technology is ultra short though compatible, but you can't use it on the screens that are $2,000, $3,000 to $5,000. They have special screens for those, and they cost a lot more than those. And at the end of the day, what makes it so hilarious is that our technology can wipe that technology clean with no problem and do it for far less. But you can't buy from me, not ever. Good luck.